Hi, my name is EJ Massa. I've been cursed by a witch, so I can only make videos about ribs. Look, we live in a busy world, so I don't have 4 to 6 hours to make ribs. I usually make food for my family, so I just try to get something on the table as fast as possible. I mean, ribs in the pressure cooker are good, but sometimes you need that smoky flavor that the grill gives you. So here's an accelerated version of cooking ribs on the Weber grill in half the time. So I have a rack of ribs here, and I removed the back membrane and salted a few hours before the cook. I'm gonna season this quickly since I don't have a rub made. Gonna rub some olive oil on it, sprinkle on some paprika, some crushed black pepper, and a little cayenne pepper. Finally, I'm gonna press a few cloves of garlic and smear it all around. I'm not gonna put sugar on these because I might ride the temperature a little bit high, so I don't want them to scorch. Plus, I'm not feeling very sweet today. I'm feeling spicy. So I have the Slow and Sear set up like I did in my Slow and Sear review, which if you haven't watched it, please do. You can also check out the Slow and Sear website for tips on this setup and more, and I promise I'll spell it right this time. I promise. This time, however, instead of maintaining a pit temperature of 225 degrees, I'm gonna let it ride up to 275 degrees. Once the grill gets up in temperature, I'm going to put the ribs on the indirect heat side. I'm gonna keep them in that smoke for about an hour and a half at that 275 degree temperature. Cooking at a higher temperature will render the fat a little differently, so it's going to have a little bit of a different mouthfeel, but it's not altogether unpleasant. In fact, it's kind of nice. At about a half an hour, I just wanted to rotate them around a little. Hey, I'm drinking wine now, because why not? Another half hour, and I'm going to rotate them again and put them in for a final half hour. And then I'll take them out and put them in these foil trays. They already look quite good. After taking them off, I open up the vents and let the pit temp rise to about 350 degrees. To make up for the lack of sweetness, I like to brush on a little bit of honey. Just a little bit. Now I'm going to cheat and make these ribs tender by wrapping them with some liquid. So I have 1.5 cups of apple juice with a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. Pour that into the tray and tightly cover with foil, and then put them in the 350 degree grill for 1 more hour. Open up the packet and it's time to sauce them. Since I'm not feeling all that sweet today, I'm gonna sauce them with Stubbs. Stubbs has much less sugar than Sweet Baby Ray's, and it's a much different sauce, being tangier and spicy. Plus, I wanted to replace one widely distributed sauce with another widely distributed sauce. Maybe someday I'll do a show where I pit barbecue sauces against each other, and you call it bottle sauce or something. It's an idea for the future. Slather some of that stuff on and put it back on the grill for about 30 minutes. And we're done. And sure, it takes a little bit of time, even though it's half the time of 225 low and slow, but it's well worth it. Definitely better than the ribs you'd get out of the Instant Pot, although the Instant Pot is way faster. Oh. That's perfect. So, this is great for your family or your friends who aren't pit masters. They'll think you're a frickin' genius. And look, next time I do an EJ Cooks, I promise I won't do ribs. The witch's curse is over. See you next time when I make ribs. Oh, wow. Oh, this is so fucking good.